Welcome to the Daily for Tuesday, November 1st with Greg Lalas. I'm Jason Saghini. We were clean shaven probably for the first time in, 5 to 8 years.
In 6 years, actually.
And of course, that is because Movember starts today, a very good cause that we're taking part in.
We are, and we've shaved our beards, and now we're going to start growing a mustache to help in the fight against prostate cancer and to raise money as well for prostate cancer. So go to Movember.com. That's Movember with an M.com to find out all the information about it.
I guess us shaving after however many episodes of this we've done is one way to create some awareness. We're going to move on to the playoff games, which obviously are the big stories this week. Tomorrow night, 2 playoff games. Kansas City hosting the Colorado Rapids and the Seattle Sounders hosting Real Salt Lake. We'll start in Kansas City, where Colorado will be down several men going into this match.
Down several men and also down 2 goals. The 2-0 victory for Sporting at Dick's Sporting Goods Park over the weekend puts Sporting in a terrific position to advance to the conference championship. But for Colorado, Jason, it's about their decimated defense. Let's not forget, Drew Moore went down with an injury on his shoulder over the weekend, and Kosuke Kimura went out with basically it ended up being a broken foot is what happened on the MRI. He is definitely out over the weekend. Drew Moore, they're still not sure what's going to happen with him for the midweek match. But basically it comes down to Marvell Wynn, really the only starter in that back line for Colorado. How they're going to handle the Kansas City attack remains to be seen, and to me is really up in the air for them. I don't think they can do it. And don't forget, Sporting played the last game without Omar Bravo. There's a chance he could come back for Sporting as well, so the attack just gets better for them.
Okay, that game 8 p.m. Eastern time on Fox Soccer, and also if you're in Canada, you can see that on TSN2. We're going to move now to Seattle, where we have our own Matt Doyle on the ground.
Real Salt Lake arrived in Seattle on Monday afternoon with a full squad. Both defenders Jaimison Olave and Nat Borchers made the trip, but are listed as questionable ahead of Wednesday night's game. I talked to Coach Jason Kreis, and he said both would remain as game-time decisions. We'll be back at it training on Tuesday afternoon with a full report from both sides.
Thanks, Matt. We actually heard Tony Beltran trained yesterday. Could be a boost in the back for Jason Kreis' squad.
Yeah, and on the other side, the Seattle Sounders, of course, dealing with the injury to Mauro Rosales. That's where all the question marks are for them. The Argentine playmaker did train on Monday, but Ziggy Schmidt came out and said most likely he's not going to play. He's definitely not going to start. However, he could take an injection. That has been talked about and come out there and play. Maybe he goes the final 30 minutes. In my opinion, if he's ready to go 30 minutes at all, put him out there for the first 30 minutes, get the crowd into it, get the momentum that they need for this to try and get back into it, because Seattle down 3 goals at home. Home field advantage will be huge, especially in that first 15, 20, 30 minutes.
Seattle can definitely use the spark that Rosales brings in the attack. That game, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, ESPN2 and TSN2 if you're in Canada. And Greg, we should remind everyone, El Jimador giving away 10 trips to MLS Cup. You can still get in on that. Tell them about the contest.
Well, you log on to facebook.com/El Jimador, click on the Your Rule, Your Shot tab there, and give them the rule for the 100% real soccer fan. And Jason, I do have a rule actually for Seattle Sounders fans this weekend. Start that Seattle Sounders cheer very early on. Get into the heads of the RSL players right away. It's the only chance they're going to have to come back from a 3-0 deficit.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to aid the team in that matchup. Extra Time Radio came out yesterday. Alexi Lalas joined us. It was me and the 2 Lalas brothers I was getting ganged up on out there.
Yeah, we kind of bullied you around, didn't we? We were also joined by Arlo White, the voice of the Sounders, who talked about what it would mean if the Sounders were to go out of the playoffs this early. And Danny Califf, center back for the Philadelphia Union, with some surprising comments about Peter Novak's lineup in the first leg against Houston.
Stay tuned to the site all day. We'll have full coverage of each playoff matchup, and we'll have a daily extra with updates from practice later on today.